Got Talent.
I love Dal's Got Talent! I love Dal's Got Talent!
We love Dal's Got Talent! We love Dal's Got Talent!
Alright, Dal, how's everyone doing tonight? It's great, all 7 of you are paying attention. That's going to make this really difficult to tell jokes up here because they only really work when you listen, right? Yeah, alright, someone listened to that one, that was great. This is kind of funny because we have a guest judge tonight, Stan Selig. You guys probably don't know him that well, but he's the trivia host. And Stan judging a talent contest is like George Bush judging a spelling bee, so we'll see how this goes. Anyways, did you guys all have a good Christmas? A lot of crazy shit happened over Christmas, right? Like all these animals dying. Did you hear about that? There's like crabs washed ashore in Australia, birds dropping out of the air. There was 100,000 fish jumped up on a riverbank in Arkansas, killing themselves. I would too if I was in Arkansas, but there's gotta be better ways around it than that. There's all kinds of shit that went wrong though, like all kinds more animals, and everyone's all getting bent out of shape saying, oh, it's the end of the world, this is the beginning of 2012 like the Mayans predicted. It's when their calendar ended, right? Guys, the Mayans carved their calendar out of stone. You would have gave up after 4,000 years in the future too. Like, I don't know, don't read too much into it, right? There's oh yeah, this is kind of my own theory though, but the world ending in 2012. I think it will, but not because anyone's predicting it or not because any natural disaster, but because that's the year Sarah Palin's running for president. If that's not the first sign of the apocalypse, I don't know what is. A couple other crazy things happened over Christmas. Hugh Hefner got engaged. Huh? Anyone excited to that? 84 or 85 years old. He said it was his best weekend on memory. Yeah, I don't even have to add a joke to that, do I? He's 85 years old. I don't think you can remember any other weekend. But I'm pretty sure they just got engaged because he's got engaged to a 24-year-old model, so it's basically just to hide the blatant prostitution. Alright, that one died really well, that was great. What else do I have written down here? Just a quick one. Does any of you guys grow up in a rural area? I did. And some of my friends growing up, like I was a big computer game nerd, and some of them didn't have high-speed internet. But then when we moved to Halifax, they were like the greatest gamer I've ever seen, which just makes me believe that that's like training on high altitudes, like Olympic athletes. No. Oh, thank you. One nerd in the crowd. Thank you. That's good. Alright, and that's all the new jokes I have for you today. I've worked on some of my old ones, so I'll just... many of you may know I'm from Cape Breton. Some of you don't, and I'll tell you all about it. Cape Breton's a beautiful island, but it's horrible to grow up there because we are fucking poor. You want to know how poor? We've revolutionized the plywood windows. You're welcome, Spryfield. We're actually so poor and unemployed that unemployment will eventually hit 100% if someone didn't have to hand out the welfare checks. Yeah. I don't want to bash Cape Breton too much though, because I actually had it pretty good growing up there. I was considered one of the rich kids, because both my parents had jobs. It's minimum wage ×2 for those of you who can't count. Am I supposed to be a comedian? Yes! Who said that? Oh, if you listen, the jokes are funny. Anyways, I won't go too much about Cape Breton, but I don't want to like leave it on the end here and belittle my parents that they made minimum wage, because they were all very successful in their jobs, and their jobs were just not very lucrative careers, right? Like my father was a carpenter, and when you compare him to other like famous carpenters, like Jesus, Can't really compare them there though, because my father's real. Yeah. Would you ever wonder, since Jesus was a carpenter, when they nailed him to the cross, you knew he was fucked, right? He was just up there like, oh no, it's a 4-inch spike and a dovetail joint, I'm never getting off this thing. He was right. Alright guys, that's my time. I'm Stephen Leblanc. You've been great.